A couple distinct areas of severe storms yesterday, forming up in northeast Nebraska and then back here in south central Nebraska, and actually all cruising kind of to the northeast and east throughout the course of yesterday evening. But most of the storm reports actually coming from south central Nebraska. You've already heard some of the reports and some of the power outages we've heard from areas in south central Nebraska toward Cairo. And then we've had about 36 storm reports across the area, with the highest wind gusts reported out of Kearney, up to 70 miles an hour. But some more of the details in the reports. Kennesaw had some grain bin silo damage, as well as some turn pivots in the area. Prosser had some of the down power lines as well. And then Grand Island saw some extensive tree damage. Some trees were uprooted and some very large tree branches down from some of the winds coming through this area yesterday evening. But the rain has since moved on for a lot of us here so far this morning. As you take a drier look at North 48th and Cornhusker Highway, with temperatures largely in the 60s, we're just below 70 degrees by a degree here in Lincoln, lower 70s to our south and east. And then you see the cooler air working its way into western Nebraska already. We are going to be on a cooling trend through the end of this week into this weekend, as well as the humidity dropping. I think a lot of us are looking forward to that. Dew points this morning still in the middle upper 60s toward almost 70 degrees in southeast Nebraska, with winds out of the north. The north breeze is certainly going to feel good too, with breezes we're waking up around 15, 16 miles per hour here in Lincoln and nearby, and even toward Grand Island. But we're really starting to deal with the low pressure system continuing to move east, and what we'll be dealing with throughout the day today is the backside of it eventually as it moves on. Still some spotty showers down toward Beatrice, Nebraska City. We've got dry air right now here in Lincoln, and then some more showers in northeast Nebraska that continue to cruise on to the east. Overall, your Friday looks cooler with temperatures in the middle 80s, with some storms possible this afternoon, and then another chance by late tonight. There's a couple drivers of each of those chances. This low pressure system, as it winds down this morning, is also going to wrap around some more redevelopment in the thunderstorms this afternoon, largely between here and Omaha. But you also see the feature out west. A cold front will also be tracking throughout eastern and central Nebraska tonight, bringing some more thunderstorm chances to the area, and then some decaying showers into very early tomorrow morning before some clearing. The overall risk for severe weather is low. We're just in a marginal risk across the state, and that does bump up to a slight into portions of Missouri and Iowa, largely looking at a low-end damaging wind and hail threat across the state today. But what I really want to drive home is this front is going to wipe away a lot of the moisture and therefore the oppressive dew points we've seen. I've seen them up in the upper 70s yesterday, down to the upper 50s and lower 60s for Saturday. So it should be a beautiful start to the weekend. Lower temperatures with highs only in the lower 80s for tomorrow before a warming trend into early next week. But that's not the only cool day in the forecast. Look at next Thursday, down into the upper 70s by then.